I'm Dr. Rasor. Welcome to the 5-Minute Thinker, where we spend just 5 minutes thinking about the deeper questions of life. Thinking. This is what the 5-Minute Thinker is all about. And to do some basic thinking, we need to have some basic thinking tools. So let's do this. There are 3 basic thinking tools that will enable us to think more clearly when we encounter all sorts of ideas in our society. The first one is called the law of identity, and it states, whatever something is, it is what it is, and it is not something else. Now this seems obvious, right? A tree is a tree, a dog is a dog. But we often forget this basic thinking tool when considering religion and morality, and sometimes many other things in our lives. For example, it's popular to state that Islam and Christianity worship the same God. But is this true? Using the law of identity, we see clearly that it is not. Islam defines Allah, or God, as one person. Christianity, on the other hand, defines God as Trinity. That is to say, 3 persons in one essence. Here we see that one person is not the same as 3 persons. As such, Allah can't logically be the same Trinitarian God that Christians worship. Their natures are defined differently, which is to say their identities are different. The second thinking tool is known as the law of non-contradiction, which states A cannot be both B and not B at the same time and in the same sense. This sounds a little hoity-toity, doesn't it? So what's it mean? Well, simply this. Something cannot be what it is and what it not is. For example, Socrates cannot be both human and not human at the same time and in the same sense. Again, this seems somewhat obvious, but it frequently gets lost in our everyday lives, especially in discussions on religion and morality. Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm happy for you that God is a personal being to you, but to me, God is in everything, like a force that inhabits all of reality"? Such an idea is fallacious. Why? Because God cannot be both personal and impersonal at the same time and in the same sense. Personal and impersonal are contradictory characteristics. The third tool, law of excluded middle, states a statement is either true or false and there is no choice available, no other choice available in particular. For example, if you were to hear someone say, "I'm glad you believe God exists, but He doesn't exist to me," we can conclude that this is illogical. God cannot exist and not exist. Either He does or He doesn't. There's no other option. God does not kind of exist. This would be like saying that my house exists for some people but not others. These 3 thinking tools, the laws of identity, non-contradiction, and excluded middle, are laws, and they're laws for a reason. They can't be broken without guilt. If just one of them is broken, we are guilty of accepting a bad idea or belief. These 3 thinking tools are the basis for all human reasoning. They help us think better along our way to discovering and accepting truth. So let's think better by using these valuable thinking tools.